Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name's Joe. Drink of the day is a cold can of Red Bull, and today I've been playing some Purple Kata with the new PRB02 pudding. So Purple Kata is historically a deck that's kind of struggled with card draw. That's why in the past I've included cards like Queen, just to get you that extra little bit of dig. And it's also just kind of struggled for good cards to play. Obviously this Katakuri is brilliant. Big Mum is pretty good, although I think she's actually less useful now, because you're doing quite a lot of Don minus when you play out cards like the pudding. Definitely still think she's worth the slots, but have cut to 3. I'd be potentially interested in just going to 2 as well. And of course your Pero is very good. These are sort of the main 3 guys that you were playing out in the past. I've brought in the pudding, obviously, because it's the new card, and the fact that this cycles out itself and another guy and draws 2, so you play 2 guys and go hand neutral, that's crazy. That's really crazy. I've also brought in 2 copies of the Oven. This is really good into Rayleigh, and I've got a game into Rayleigh that nearly showcases the full power of Oven, but it showcases a good amount of the power of Oven, which is quite cool. And I do think the Hell's Judgment going forward is probably, it might even just become a purple staple. Green Zoro is an absolute menace, but this card just kind of kills it. And this card is really good into aggro as well. You'll see it may well come up in the Rayleigh game, no spoilers. But this card's great. Big fan of the Oven now. He's definitely getting more relevant in the deck as more decks that are playing out weenies, mainly Rayleigh, but also like Red Zoro, if you play against that, are coming out. And this deck obviously still has the crazy powerful turns of the baby Kata turning into the big one, but now we have another way to do that. And you can do this going first without ramping. And that's why there's no Bonclay. So in the past, you wanted to go first and you wanted to ramp once. Usually the ideal play was 3-cost pudding into 5-cost Pero. Then if the pudding stuck, you'd get the double Don regen on the Pero turn, and then you'd be on 8 the next turn to dump this. Now, you don't need to ramp. So if you get 3-cost pudding into 5-cost Pero, that's still pretty good, but it's not essential. If you just see the Pero, for example, you can still go into the pudding next turn. And because your opponent, unless they're a Don D-ramp deck like GP, is going to have 6 Don on your natural 7 Don turn, you can activate her effect to play the Kata anyway. And then from there, this just fixes your deck because everything stands up. You've obviously got a big blocker. Your opponent can't interact with your board. You get a free 1k once you get to the top of your Don curve. And then you can start using cards like the Lin and the Hell's Judgment and not feeling bad about them. So what are we losing to? Well, we're still just losing to removal. Removal is still, there's nothing we can do about it. Lucci, for example, will just remove everything. There's nothing you can do about Lucci. Zoro can still be a menace for sure, but the fact that our Pero is a 5/7 means on his 6 Don turn, the best thing he can do is slam 9 into it with Shigi. So that's pretty easy to defend, and then you obviously take the damage. But the fact that you keep this, and then from the next turn, you can again dump pudding into Katakuri, or even just Katakuri. And then later on, you've got the Hell's Judgments to stop him swinging as big, and you can push for lethal quite easily because you have a fair amount of defense. So that's my current build of Katakuri. If you've had any other interesting cards that you think could be pretty useful in this deck, let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoy these few games with Katakuri. Gotta give him to Kata, he's given us. Gotta give him to Kata, gotta give him to Zoro, he's given us first. And pudding's great, but nothing else, man. Okay, well, I'm honestly happy with that because we don't have the 3-cost. The 3-cost is not that essential. I do like the Peros, the 5-cost more. This can lean into this very nicely. So I'm going to grab that. Yeah, previously I'd have been all over the 3-cost, but we don't need to ramp anymore going first. Because you can just drop the pudding, and as long as you've got the Kata, you're gaming. He's got a Cavendish. And he's also got a Koshiro. Sure. Don't care for Hell's Judgment just yet. We'll just go 8. No effects. And the turn. Expecting, I don't know, just big swings. Okay, pre-jacks the Karina. That's a mistake. You don't want to use it now. That's crazy. Yeah, there's no reason to... You just put this on the board. Swung 5. Two 10 mums, maybe too many. Maybe not too many, but probably 1 too many. We'll go 5 for Pero. Attack into Karina. Use the card action, Don -1. It's a Koshiro. He's going to let this go. Very nice. Then we'll drop the Pero effect. I'll trash one of the 10 mums. It's a 2-cost Koshiro. Incredible. Game 1 active. Don't really have anything to do with it, but it's here. And if he does go to Shigi, 9 into Perospero, we can defend that easily. Doesn't even have it, just has Cavendish. Brilliant. I'll take this 8 every single time. 5? 5-5, okay, I get it. I'm probably just going to give the oven. Just in case he does have something else he wants to play for 3 that's not... Okay, it's Toshigi. I'm using the oven could have popped this. We don't actually have anything really else to do. At the very worst, I can go this into this. We can just hold 2 for Hells this turn. I think we're going to gamba on drawing the 8 cat. No 8 cat, but we can drop a 5 Pero. It's not too bad. We'll go use the card action. On -1. 5 cost Toshigi. Okay, good to know. Card's pretty terrifying. Then I think we'll ditch the... we'll swing the 7 first, I guess. Should have done the effects first, actually, in case he got like some random trigger that draws one. Let's trash one of the Peros. It's a 5 cost. Incredible. Game 1. Sorry, one of the puddings. We're going to keep 2 up for this, because this is going to be really good this turn. Unless we get Anana. If we get Anana, I'll go with that. I'll ditch the... keep ditching the puddings. They're just not useful. I want to use this. I really want to use this. You know? I really want to use this, but I just don't think it's correct. Because I think we want to do this in his turn. Do a 3-2 Ks. I'm going to leave 2 up. I think I want a Hells. Hells, yeah, brother. I wouldn't mind taking one more swing. I'm somewhat regretting not taking that 5. I can't lie, but I really thought it was going to be 5-5. I didn't expect him to value playing this. We don't really play removal, you know? So this can be, what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, that's just way too big anyway, right? But we're not going to do that. I think we will use the Hells now, because nothing else is going to swing. Bring down this. Resolve. So this is currently at 5. We'll see how big he wants to go. He can go, what, 10? I'll defend the 10 with 2 2s. That's kind of fine. Do need to draw something else. 9. Not doing that. I'm still not doing it. Stop offering it to me. Go 2 2s, and then he can deal a damage. And then he's got 1 open for an event. That's a pretty good one. Ooh, we can even top it with this. What a treat. Let's go with this one first. Ooh, we could do so we get the pudding. If we take the pudding. How many dons do we have? We can go back to 6. Go back up to 8 with the Peros. Can't quite use this. But he can't rest this easily. So honestly, that could work. And we get the draw too. It's probably worth it. I think it's worth it. Mihawk. Okay. If you want a waterfall now, it's fine. I don't care about waterfall. 2 1Ks. That's concerning for him. So it's an 8 cost Mihawk. We'll trash the Big Mum. 8. Confirm. Game 1 active. Don't really have anything here I want to trash, but we should trash something. Can I cancel this and still reactivate it? I can. I might go with the pudding first. And see what we draw for draw 2. I guess we can trash one of these. Let's play this out. Yeah, we'll maybe trash the event. And just play out the pudding. Don't hate that. Just to keep the max counter. Yeah, it's still an 8 cost Mihawk. Incredible. I guess we don't have room for this, actually. Yeah, maybe I should get the event. It's whatever. We'll just swang, I guess. Yeah, we'll just swang. Now, we know he only has 1K, so let's go 5 with this. Get one more of those 1Ks. He didn't want to give us 2Ks earlier. Yep, there's another 1K. Might try and take this out, because we've got a very good shot on lethal next turn. If we go 8 here, it might well go through. Because this one, a lot of their events only protect leader. Right? Is the thing. Excellent. I'll take that. I'd rather have him at 1 with no Cavendish than 0 with a Cavendish, right? Then we'll end the turn. We'll restand these. I don't care about the 5-cost pudding. Game 1 rested. We're only at 7 Don, which is a little spooky, but that's why I've been finding less and less use for this 10 mum. The card still feels good, but when you're playing out the puddings, it's hard to use her sometimes. You know? Do you know what I mean? It is interesting. See what he does here. I imagine we might just see a limp swing of 7, and I'm not going to block, because then he'll just get to take out our cat, right? We need him. We need him. He's too useful. He is too useful. 8 here. He's got a restand event then, I guess. Not going to do that. No blocker. Resolve. You can have that. I really don't care about her. We've got a very reasonable chance at lethal next turn. 8. And what? 10? Maybe just hold 2 up. We'll just go cancel. No blocker. Resolve on this one. Another 8 cat's nice. We can even play defensive next turn if we really want to. This is just 2 events. Let's go cancel, block, and then give him a 1K. We'll give 1 of the 2 cats. We're not playing 2 more. There's no way. So yeah, we can just 2 cat into 8 cat, or even pudding. We got so many choices. Let's start with 7 lead. DMG. Cool, works for me. Let's go 8. And just leaves, sure. Yeah, gets... Wow, that's a lot of bricks. Holy. But it's nice, right? Because we've got so much defense with this Hell's Judgment. Even if we weren't going to get lethal, if he had a load of counter, a load of events, like, we can play out another one of these. We can filter out the event. We can filter out some of the bricks with the bad cards with the Perils Perros. Ditch, like, this pudding. Maybe if the event only finds us bricks, we can ditch one of them. We can 2 cat, 8 cat, and just hold 2 Hell's Judgment, and he's got no chance. I really do think this might be the answer to this matchup, this Hell's Judgment. It's been coming in handy so far. Got a game into Rayleigh. I think I'm going to take 2nd in this one. I mean, we've got the oven. The oven's pretty good. Let's keep this. This could be a lot worse. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah, I think this is fine. See what he's got. We've got oven into not much on 6, but I mean, at the very worst, we can drop the pudding. Hopefully by then we'll find like Perils Perro. It would be pretty nice to cycle out this big mum as well, because this is kind of a pretty bad brick in hand. He's going with the observation Haki to start off. See what he grabs off of that. I'm sure he's looking for his Luffy's, but it's very nice that he didn't get a 1 cost. This okay, just cycles into another one. Yeah, it's very nice that he didn't get a 1 cost. Because now we're only going to be facing down 1 hit. And I'll probably just take. If it's like a 5, I might counter with probably the pudding. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, it's going to be at least a 6, so we will be taking this swing. Grabs a 3-cost Sanji. Buggy comes down. Very nice. Another observation Haki. He's seeing everything. What a guy. He does use the Lex observation Haki. Why not? Kid and Killer. Yep, we'll take that one. No problem. 2K is lovely there, actually. Because we might actually be able to protect this. Does this come in... This comes in rested. Let's do this. We'll attack. Use the card action. Send one back. So it's a 0 cost. So never doubt that is power. Then he'll probably take. Could counter, I suppose. But usually they'll take their first one. Yeah. Then we'll rest this, declare that it's 0 cost, confirm that, get rid of this, gain rested Don, then we'll pass it over. So we at least denied that swing, and he's kind of gonna want to get rid of this oven. So if we can save it, I mean, especially if he swings just like 6, but I don't think that will be the case. I think this will be at least 7. But if we can save it and just pop the Sanji again, that's kind of worth it, because then he's eaten 2 swings. This is just 7 play out Sanji then, right? No effect on that. Yeah, we'll save this. We'll go 2k. And then, I mean, we can use this next turn. I'll ditch the... Is it this? Is it just this? It might just be this. Because once we get this guy down, he can restart this every turn. Yeah, I think it's the pudding. I think it's the pudding. Cause the Ananá can protect this next turn. Because whatever he drops here, I guess if it's a Zoro, we'll have to counter 5 on 5. It's just a Sanji. We can just pop this again then. Annoyingly, we don't really get anything of worth here. Yeah, just a 2-cat. Perospero would have been beautiful. But we still get pudding, so we do still sort of ramp here, which is kind of juicy. So let's go with this. I want to keep 1 for Ananá. So we'll swing quite large here. Use the card action. Send back 1. It's a 1-cost Nami. Use that. And then we just pop this Sanji. You're kind of seeing the power of the oven, right? What a goat. Unless he gets a trigger here. Now that's rude, man. That's rude. Damn. Well, that's really unfortunate, you know. That's really unfortunate. We were going to get such crazy value. We get to kill the Sanji. Oh, man. And then from next turn, we just get to keep restanding this guy. Because we can save him with the Ananá. That's really unlucky. Is there ever a world where I put a Don on it if I think about this trigger? Maybe. Maybe we should have. Ah, dear. That's brutal, though. I'm not pleased with that one. That just seems unlucky, I think. Fucking Gatling trigger, man. What the heck? Yeah, no blocker resolve. Man, that's really bad. We're down a Don as well because of that. We're down a Don as well. Ah, well. What can you do? That's tough, though. I can't believe it. Gatling trigger, bro. Oh, dear. Anyway, yeah, we'd have been up on 9 Don next turn as well, just instead of 8, which is an extra Don. It's pretty good. We can't afford to do this. I'll have to give it 1k here. Honestly, that's changed the game. Like, that's completely changed the game. That's wild. That's wild. What can you do? It's going to defend that. Sure. We'll go with this. Monkey D. Luffy. At least we get rid of that. At least we get rid of that. Yeah, I'm not liking our odds now. Should have put a... I wasn't thinking. I should have put a Don on it, I guess. Look at this, man. Imagine if we still had the oven. We could have popped the Zoro last turn. We could have popped the Sanji this coming turn. Oh, man, that's pretty rude. Stops us blocking anything. It's pretty rude. We know his Kid Killer in hand as well. Well, we're probably countering 1 and taking 1, so let's go cancel, no blocker, resolve. Okay, we can just 2k out then. Nah, we should do this. Boa Hancock. No blocker, we'll give a 1k here. If we top deck 8 cat, I'm going to be upset. Okay, we don't. We top deck Perospero. So we're going to leave 2 for Hell's Judgment. I think what we have to do is just push for lethal in 2 turns. Now, I don't see a way for us to win. So we go 7 with Pudding. 5 for Perospero. 7 with Leader. We get 1 back. So we can go 7, 7, 8. It's not that bad. It's probably our best shot, right? Go for lethal in 2 turns. We'll probably get him down to 1 here. Yeah, and we'll just toss the Big Mum off the Perispero. And we've got 2 2Ks in the Hell's Judgment, 2 life, 1 blocker. We might be alright. You know, we might be alright. The Oven still did good work in the early game. He still did bits, but you can see how incredibly broken that card would have been if I'd been able to keep it. Because like once you can start restanding it with this, man, that's giga busted, right? It's giga busted. Every single turn you're taking out one of his bodies and ramping it on for a laugh, and then you get to restand it. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It turns this deck into just a how much ramp can you draw type deck. Sorry, how much rush can you draw type deck. It's given us a 1k and a 2k. I think I still want to apply pressure though. Oh, Hancock. No effect on that, obviously. Okay. Then we'll go 8. Very likely to get him down to 1 here, indeed. Trash this. It's a 2-cost Boa. Incredible. Game 1 active. That's a nice draw. End the turn. Restand these. And pass. Now, he's got 4 attacks, 5 with the Kid Killer in hand. But we do have the Hell's Judgment. He plays out a Buggy. Omran Hockey. That will get him plus 1k. It's pretty good. Maybe he didn't have 2 events. I think that's the only reason he would have done that, is if he didn't have 2 events, right? Unless he thinks he can go again. Maybe he's got loads of Conqueror's Hockeys? Don't know. Don't know. We know he has Kid Killer, Boa, Omran Hockey. So there's 3 cards that we don't know about. We've got a free 1k here, of course. Got 2 2ks, a 1k, and a Hell's Judgment. Omran Hockey is going to... So he looks like he is going for it. Buffs the... Okay, so he's looking like he's going to incorporate the Nami. This is at 7. Going on that. 4 for Kid Killer, swings 7. 1 on Luffy, swings 7. Buff Nami, that swings 5. I think we can Hells here. That gets us out of 2 swings most likely, which is really, really big. And the reason I didn't just block that one is I don't want him to have like a mole pistol and then start attacking my Katakuri. Because without that, we don't have guaranteed lethal next turn, I don't think. But currently, I do think we have guaranteed. Aside for like a crazy amount of Conqueror's Hockeys. But we know 2 of the other cards in his hand. We know there's a Boa and we know there's a Kid Killer. Oh, we know there's a unblockable as well. Yeah. Yeah, he has an unblockable, a Boa, a Kid Killer. So 2 bricks, an unblockable, and then 2 more cards that we might know about. I can't remember. I'm really not that good at remembering everything they have just yet. We'll go cancel. So we can do 7. 7. I don't think he can get there. I'm fine to take that. We've still got a lot of counter and our blocker, of course. And even if he does do the unblockable event, his leader is currently at 3. But with the unblockable, it would be at 5. It's just not threatening. It's just not threatening. You know? 7. Take the free 1k. There's a Brook there. Okay. And then we'll give no blocker Usahachi. Yeah, I don't think he has a path. I think we just win. We shall see. Yeah, this is Kid Killer, right? Yeah, you've got like 7. Sure. Maybe. You can swing 5 with Nami and have a blocker. Well, it doesn't... Yeah. I don't know what that was about. I guess he just had no options, yeah. Yeah, the other 2 were... I think we did know about the Nami Searcher. Yeah, I don't think we knew about this. No, we knew about this. But hey, even with that obnoxious trigger, that King Kong Gatling trigger decking our oven, that really wasn't that bad. The Hell's Judgment was very clutch there, because just getting us out of 2 swings is lovely, right? 1 card, get out of 2 swings. Beautiful into aggro. Hey, well played to our opponent. Oven put in a great shift, and then Hell's Judgment just cleaned up the game. Going into Kuzan, he's gone second. We've got nothing early on, so I'm going to mulligan. We've got Peril's Pro, we've got a Searcher. That's looking like a good hand. I'll take this guy. Yeah. Pass it over. We need at least one of these, right? So the cards I'm looking for the rest of this is the 3-cost pudding is obviously going to be very good. If we can top deck it. If not, are we the Marineford? Yo. How's it going, brother? How's it going? Tashigi. Yeah, the 3-cost pudding, if we top deck it, is going to be the best play next turn. Because then we can ramp up with this. But if we can't see the Chigi off the top, I'll play out the pudding and we're looking for the 7-cost pudding. Because Peril's Pero into 7-cost pudding into 8-cat is still a very good play. It's a very good play. And this oven is pretty useless in this matchup. There's not a ton that it's removing. They play like Maynard sometimes, but that's about it. Hey, thanks, man. What a guy. What a legend. Hopefully we can have a good game here, and hopefully this one makes the video. I only put the games in the videos if it's like fairly close. Oh, you're a YouTuber as well? Oh, no, that's cool. Drink of the day. So we didn't top deck the 3-cost pudding, so gonna go with this, see what we can get. There they are. There they are, they're taunting me. I might just take the ananas. Yeah. I know we can't, it's a one, not a, that's too big. This is bad because they play Red Rock. None of these cards are good. None of these are good. What can you do? I'll take the Big Mum. You never know. Go 7. What did he get there? Ice Block Pheasant trigger. Six lead. Yep, we'll take that one. The second Peril's Pro is not bad. It's not the worst. Still looking for that 7-cost pudding. When you're on this odd curve... Ooh, does teach a Red Rock, though. That says to me he has the second one in hand. But still good to know. Still good to know. So, yeah, we're looking for 7-cost pudding for the turn after this Peril's Pro turn. But if we can't get it, then I guess the second Peril's Pro is a decent alternative, right? It's not too bad. Not too bad. I don't play that much removal. It's tempting to play this out, but I think Raging Tiger is too scary. Just gets 2Ks. Sounds about right for for Kuzan. He loves his 2Ks. We'll deploy this, attack here, use the card action, send one back. He's got a Shigi on the top. Very nice. Just gives us a 2K. Then we'll trash the oven. It's a 1-cost Shigi. Incredible. Don't have anything to do with this. We'll just pass it up. That's fine, though. That's fine. Next turn, yeah, if we don't see the pudding, we'll have to go with the Peril's Pro. And he's on 6, so he's obviously going to be looking for Kuzan to freeze our Peril's Pro. Doesn't get it, though. Looks like it's going to be a Cavendish. We'll be taking this. Okay, it's a lot of Peril's Pros. Okay, pudding's a sure. Sure thing. Well, our hand is kind of exactly the same, but with slightly less TKs, so... I mean, it's fine, I guess. We'll deploy this. Attacking for 7. Oh, I guess this is 8. We'll go 7-8, sure. Hopefully no Raging Tiger triggers, right? Tsuru! Sure. No Raging Tiger triggers, what a treat. We're on 8 next turn. I'm going to ditch the 10 mum. It's Suru. That's 5-cost. Confirm. Game 1. That might be nice. We don't really need the Hells, right? Hell's else could be good in a turn from now? Do we want... I want to do this to get the ramp. I guess we're going to 10. Maybe we could have kept the 10 mum. I think I prefer the 8 cat. This is still good. Maybe we did a 2k here. Well, we got the option. Let's go with this. This is quite good. So, we still can't take this. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. He's entering his Garp turn. He's got a lot more resource than us, but we've got a much better board than him. Okay, it's pretty rude. That's pretty rude. It's a Garp. Yeah, these blue cards are kind of brutalizing us in this game. Yeah, we'll use that. Yeah, we're now not going to 10 because I use the leader effect. We can't double guy. I mean, we can that guy plus that guy, I guess. I think we want to just go 7, because then we'll have 2 for the kata combo. And we'll have 2 up for Hells. Incredible, it's still a Garp. I should have done this first again. If he gets a Raging Tiger trigger, I'm going to be in hater here. Okay, he does counter out though. Hopefully something will stick this turn. The Raging Tiger was pretty brutal, but it did mean that he didn't develop anything. So there's that at least. But yeah, between the pudding and the Raging Tiger, we're really hurting for resources. And we've still not seen any 7-cost puddings. Which is a real shame. Because that card just replacing itself in hand would have been really nice on some of these turns. But we've not seen it. What can you do? What can you do? Good news is if he Garps, he's not going to get any value out of his swings this turn. Because we can just block the 7. If he has the second red rock still, which I anticipate he does, he can use it on our kata, which I wouldn't love. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Does go with the Garp play. Garp, trash Garp, play out something. Okay, Aramaki. He can start getting rid of our puddings, that's fine. Just a cycle. Does ditch a Sakazuki to draw 1. But yeah, this 7 doesn't do anything. I guess 5-6. No, 5-6 doesn't do anything either. Maynard. Blocker resolve. Yeah, and then we've got the block for the other one, so... yeah, I didn't do anything either. It's quite funny. Lin seems good here. Lin does seem good. Don't have anything else. 2 Don for Hells could be cool. But we're probably alright. To just Lin. If we do get Kata off this, that could be quite nice. No, I think just dropping the 10-12 is good. To Maynard. Now, if you want to get fancy with the Ice Block Pheasant Pecks, we've got this. We'll do this now. I think I'll just trash this at this point. Well, I don't really need 2 of these, but what can you do? There's all our puddings. There's all the puddings. We'll just take 2Ks. Go 7. If he wants to block, we can swing 12 into the 8, if we so choose. So, it's a tough call, right? Because then he'll lose his Aramaki. Likely. Go 8. You can Pheasant Peck this one very cleanly. It's just going to take. And then we'll go 12. And surely he's going to take this one. Block Pheasant Peck card seems expensive when you could have just Pheasant Peck this last one. Unless he just doesn't have the Pheasant Peck and he left this 1 Don up because he realised the thing last turn, right? That could be the case. Because of the leader effect. Don't know. We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. It's been a really interesting game, though. He had all the answers in the early game, right? He puddinged our massive hand, and then he Raging Tigered our double Peros because we whiffed the pudding turn. But we've kind of been able to stabilize towards the end of this one. And the big one with the Dom -5 could come up. You never know. You never know. If he does do a dodgy lethal, it will come up. It's thinking hard. Gonna go down to 0. Sure. Restand 2. I'll leave this tapped because, you know, he's not going to attack this. He's simply not attacking my Charlotte Linlin. There's no way. The Aramaki does get to go to 11 for free constantly, though, which is quite frustrating just because we have these puddings in play. Yep, ditches Saka, draws a card. Free cycle and 3k power buff is really quite tasty. I guess this could go into the Linlin if he piles like 3 Don on it. Oh, it's expensive though. It's expensive. 1 for Tashigi. Nice block Pheasant Peck. Snap took that. That tells me he doesn't have any more, I think. 8 to 5. I think we just take this. That's a lot of 2Ks. There's a lot of 2Ks. If he goes for game, it's like quite bad. I mean, we still have a blocker as well, right? And we've got these effects to go to 7. Or to go to 8 for a battle and 7 for the turn. We'll use this one. Zephyr, sure. No effect on that one. No blocker, resolve. So it's a Zephyr. So, I mean, if he draws cards, this is now offline, which is a little annoying. Kuzan, okay, he is going to draw cards. So this is now offline, and it's also going to be frozen. That's fine, because he's not taking anything out. Not sure what this 3 Don's doing. 2 for Maynards. Makes sense. And then 1 for Pheasant Peck. Leaves this up. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 swings. We can Usahachi this very easily. And then we'll get that Don back with the Peros effect. So if we do that, that's 3. He's 1 for this. 1 block here. Can do 9 with Pero, 9 with Kata. It's like all 9s. It's not that likely to go through, you know? It's not actually that likely to go through. Can we live another turn? If we play out a second Kata and cycle out this event, we also get an extra Don. We probably can. You know? Let's go 9, see what he does with the 9. Probably should block with the Maynard, because we can interact with this. Probably should block with the Maynard. Yeah, it does. Smart guy, smart guy. If we go 7, he has to answer that, because otherwise we can just go, what, like 15? So let's make him answer the 7. It's like blocking here, I think, is bad. Unless he has a serious amount of 2Ks in hand. But I don't think we're going for it this turn. I mean, this can attack, I suppose. Let's see what he does with the 7 first. Before we think too hard about it, right? But yeah, I know I could play the Usahachi, but it's a bit... Okay, he does. That means he can counter a 15. That means he can counter a 15. So we can't go for it. We simply can't go for it. Because we just die on the clapback, right? I mean, we can 2-cat, A-cat, and burn a load of resources. This gets us a cycle, but I don't really think I really want to. There's nothing that Don's going to do. There's no ananas here. So I guess we're just getting the 2-cat. Or just an oven for 1k. I think next turn we just win regardless. So it's probably just the 1k. Yeah, we'll just take the 1k. Yeah, and there's nothing... I mean, I guess we can gamble on the cycling the 1k out, right? Sengoku, sure. We'll get a 2k out of him here. Yeah, Suru. Do you want to gamble on this? There's just no need. The 1-dot active doesn't do anything. Yeah. Now he's got 4 swings, 5 potentially. What was that? Oh, that was Aramaki's effect, getting rid of our last weenie. Sure thing. So this is unfathomably large. But if he taps it, he always loses. I think he always loses anyway. 11? Can he do... He can do 11 with Perospero. 11 with... Sorry, 11 with Garp, 11 with Kuzan, and then 9 with lead. We can take this one. There's not going to be 2... There's not going to be 3 swings bigger than this. Okay, that's a lot of 2Ks, holy. We found where our 2Ks were. They were literally all in life. That's insane. That is insane. It's been a very interesting endgame, right? It's like a bit of a stalemate. But he's broken the stalemate by attacking with his Aramaki. Because our blockers restand, his does not. His does not. It's been a good game. This has been a good game. Shout out to, what was it, TCG Discussions? Yeah, TCG Discussions. You'll have to check out his channel. I'll have to check it out too. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that name. Not sure I am. And yes, like even if we block with all these katas, right, and sack them off, we've still got a 10-12. We've still got this. We've still got Usahachi as long as we can save it. To rest down, whatever, if he does play out like a last-ditch effort blocker. We've got what, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11k. We can go to 7. So if you split that evenly, it gets out of 2. Gets out of an 11 and an 11 and a 12. Yeah, I can tell. It's all good. Surprised he started with this one, to be honest. Surprised he started with this one. I feel like this wasn't your smallest swing. But hey, I don't know. Okay, next up is 10. So I think we want to use all our effects on this one. It's an 8-cost Aramaki. Good to know. Not that. It's an 8-cost Aramaki. Buff this. No blocker. 2k. 1k. Because obviously I will sack these off if we need to, but if we can save these, I really want to. Now we're a 7k lead, right? That 8 is not... And that should be GG's, I do believe. Even if this is like a Borsellino blocker, we have the Usahachi to rest it. I lost the 2Ks there, sir. Yeah, that's why I was pretty comfortable playing defensively, right? So we had we just had the 2Ks. It was crazy. Yeah, the pudding was big. I can't remember how many... I can't remember how many the pudding sniped. It was probably like at least 3 or 4. Big Mum, you can get the kill shot. You can indeed just about get the kill shot. But hey, well played to TCG Discussions, and make sure you check out his channel. Gonna give him to Koby, and I'm gonna take second because their better curve is second by a mile. No. It's not great either. A lot of 2Ks. Hell's Judgment not great in this matchup. That's nice. But we do need to see something for the early game. Pudding's cool because he can't really interact with it. before it gets at least probably 2 procs. I think that's right, anyway. Yeah, we'll take the pudding and then just pass it up. 3 Don is just going to be searchers. We didn't have any on 1, so maybe just brand new. Or just 8. What a treat. I'll take that. Streusen, not doing very much. Oven, not great into Koby, right? It's not great. We'll just go with this. Attach the Don, swing in for 6, use the card action, return 1. Aramaki, so that could be used to give a 4 cost that he plays immediately with attack actives. Not a lot we can do about that, though. Not a lot. So yeah, he could go 4 Don Koby and then 1 Don Aramaki, but he's not doing that. Going with Peacock to start with. Gets the Black Sengoku. I think I'll take again. Yes, I'll use the trigger on that. That's lovely. Peros Pero is about the best thing we could have hoped for there. Nice target. Kuzan, why not? Mills 3. So I think we're just going with Peros Pero here. We'll swing in for 7, and then we'll get 1 extra Don at the end. Which I guess we might as well swing 5 with the pudding, because he's probably going to get rid of it anyway. Shame we don't have an Anana. It is a shame we don't have an Anana. Let's deploy this. Use the card action, send back 1. Peacock, that's a 1 cost. Use the card action, use that one as well. It's going to take. We'll trash one of these ovens. It's a 1 cost. Incredible. I mean, that works. We can go with the pudding, I guess. I don't really want to attack with this, right? Ooh, he's going to 7. Could do this. This is probably better than just playing kata. I know we have already bottomed one of these, though. And that's going to be the second one we bottom. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll end the turn there. We're going to have a lot of Don next turn as well. Yeah, if our Peros Pero survives, we can maybe even hold 2 for Hells, which is pretty cool. So goes with Sengoku, ditching Virgo Sengoku. Bit more of a black build, this one. Interesting. Most Koby builds I've seen, obviously they've got a lot of black cards, but you don't often see the Sengoku anymore. Helmeppo obviously is best play this turn. Has the dream, Helmeppo Koby. Best thing you can ask for. 5 here. We can actually use the leader effect, you know. Because we'll be on 8 regardless, so we can still put in kata. And if this survives, we still have 2 that we can hold for Hells. So I might actually just do it. It's a 1 cost. I'm the man who will become a Navy officer. Good to know. And we can actually immediately proc the Peros Pero next turn now, actually, because we know what this is. Which is interesting. 8 to 4, yep, you'll get that one. That's fine. 9 to 7, you will not get that one. And then he'll do a 6k swing with Koby. Yep, we'll go 1k with Oven. 2k with Daifuku. And then 6, I'll give... we can take down to 2. We can take down to 2. Koby's not terribly oppressive, and we are playing out on one of these. We do need to be a little careful about our... Yeah, about our bottoming, because we've sent a lot of katas to the bottom. A lot of the good cards are now on the bottom. This Helmeppo is going to be sticking around, but we need to take out the Kuzan, at the very least. Let's go 7 to Kuzan. To turn this sideways to start. It's going to counter. Gives us a Virgo. And a 1k. Peacock, sure. We still know this is a 1 cost. Yeah. I don't know what I want to get though. So I'm gonna do this first. I don't know what we're gonna get rid of. Big Mom's nice for next turn, I guess. We'll drop this. We'll ditch. Chaining 2 of these is quite enticing. I think this is just swinging 5 actually. Trash that. That's not particularly helpful. Yeah. We'll just go 5. No action. Yeah, now we're back to 8. We've got 2 for our Hell's Judgment this turn to alleviate his pressure. He's got his Searcher event. Not sure why he was hurrying me up in the chat. I've not taken that much time. Grabs another Sengoku. He's Sengoku Gaming. I'm not... There was an 8-cost Koby in there. I don't know what he's looking for that the 8-cost Koby wasn't. I guess more Helmepos, but surely you just take the Koby. Okay, Dol brings down this. Okay, he's going to try and take this out. That's fair. The Helmepo will get there, unfortunately. Will it? We can bring it down to 4. Because this is the only thing that can attack actives. Let's go... No effect on that. I guess if we do this, we can't 10 mum. No blocker. Give him the little cat. Yeah, we want to defend this. Let's go 10, though. Bring it down to 7. Yeah, it's kind of pointless, right? It's kind of pointless. 7. 4, 6. I mean, we can. Fuck it. We ball. We ball. We ball. We ball! Am I insane? Yes, probably. Probably insane for that play. But what am I going to do? Let's go 7 here. Cool. We're going to play this. We're going to get 1 back from Peros Pero. We'll ditch the other Peros Pero, keeping 2 up for that. He's pretty nice. We'll go 5 lead next. With Little Pudding. Gives us a 1k. I think we're going to go 8. Yeah. No. Go 8 for Kata over Pudding. Then we'll attack lead. Use the card action. -1. It's an 8-cost Koby. Good to know. Gives a 2k. Use this. Trashing this. 8. Wow, incredible. That's nice grab. Just pile on pressure. So we can go for lethal next turn pretty reasonably. Cool. Hell's Judgment, putting in work. Good card. 4's Koby. Good to know. Got that one for free. Can't complain. We know he's got an 8-cost Koby in his hand. We don't know what the other 2 cards are, I don't believe. No, because he's cycled a billion with Sengokus, right? Yeah, we know this is 4-cost Koby, but that's all we know. But we also have the Judgment of Hell. So he's going to have difficulty doing very much this turn, I fear. 7. Just take the block. He was hurrying me up, but, well, you know, we took the extra couple of seconds and we worked out the best play. Rebecca. Wow, you don't see Rebecca very often in this deck. What the heck? Bro is cooking. Yeah, he just leaves. Yeah, that's a bizarre inclusion. I actually had a couple in the trash. I didn't notice that. But yeah, I mean, regardless of what he did that turn, his best play is like Koby, but we've just got too much defense. The Hell's Judgment is actually quite good there. And amusingly, I do think saving that was a good play because it just removed his entire turn, right? It really did. Hey, let's move on, but well played to our opponent. So thank you for watching. Again, let me know what you think. I do think the oven has probably earned his slot. And honestly, I'd be somewhat interested in maybe cutting the pudding for a third copy of oven. Because in that Rayleigh matchup, he is an absolute game changer. And like in the game that I showcased, I mean, obviously you saw the power of him. And yes, I was lucky enough to just kind of open it. But I think that kind of gives the impression that if Rayleigh does become one of the best decks in the game, maybe even just going to 4 copies of this could be worthwhile. We'll have to see. But either way, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.